He is not wrong. There is no difference in Birth by Sleep and Calm.
Now let me tell you what the problem with Calm is. The problem with Calm is that, yes, I have all these options, but I have one problem.
Most of them are bad.
I have to buy booster packs. And at the end of the day, if I don't end up with a deck full of 7, 8s, and 9s, it doesn't matter how useful X, Y, or Z is if X, Y, and Z doesn't even work on the boss.
Mm-hmm.
The command deck is really flawed in that 90% of your commands are shit.
They kind of are.
And the ones that are good are probably just broke. In which case, the best way to play that game and actually get ahead is play Chain of Memories.
So, the problem with Chain of Memories and PPS is that I have to grind to have any semblance of a strategy. Now, not all the time, because you know, Sonic Rave, or you don't really have to grind for that necessarily.
Not really. You have to grind for the
but
you know,
90% of anything else, like what we talked about it. The general sense of how you play Calm is that you make slights. And if you're going to build your deck around a certain kind of slight, you're going to, 1, need the cards. Yep. 2, you're going to need to make sure the cards just can't get beat. Because they just get beat, guess what? It won't matter what they do because they didn't do anything. And that's basically the situation with PPS. If you want a sensible command deck, you have to get the commands, which means you have to grind for the commands. And after you get the commands, you have to basically sit there and ask yourself why this dude that just got hit by whatever disappeared off your screen and then smacked you for half of your life. Vanitas.
It's funny, like, you bring up the Vanitas thing, because the other reason I believe they had said that they feel Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep handles the button mashing problem better than this game is because they basically had said, in this game, the boss that's designed to teach you not to button mash is Demeeks because of the way his attacks work, but the Demeeks fight that teaches you this is the one at the end of the game, and it's so far into the game, if you've made a strategy of button mashing, it's so ingrained at that point, you kind of literally can't shake it, or you've played the game before and you know how to beat him. They had said for at least one of the characters in Birth by Sleep, they feel Vanitas is in the perfect spot in the game to be early enough to teach you not to button mash.
Alright, so I have a counter argument to this. Because I realize that we actually did watch 2 different videos.
Uh-huh.
Because my video that talked about press X to win basically said something to counter that point.
Which is?
No one said the entire game that you couldn't use fire. You just didn't.
Again.
And that's basically the problem that I have with that, is that no one said you didn't have to use fire until Demeeks.
What?
You just didn't.
So, that is a fair point. Because basically the problem is that when most people say that Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't have strategy, it's because, and again, from what I've heard, now granted, I don't know, you guys can tell me, have I been mixing up my commands? We have been trying to.
But you've also played the game enough to where you know, like, what it...
Okay. So, yes, on standard mode, nothing stops you from just pressing X and square and winning.
Looks like
Nothing stops you from doing it. But to me, that doesn't negate strategy.
But it's like...
Look, the thing about Kingdom Hearts 2, and this is from speedrunners, because, you know, speedrunners are basically the Kingdom Hearts gods at this point. They will tell you, or at least one of them will tell you. I know you watch Biscuit, don't you, Brian?
I do.
So the thing about it... Do I have anything that can give me 2 magic and, like, actual EP? Oh, okay, you're stupid.
Alright, so...
hold on. So, the thing about it is... everything in Kingdom Hearts 2 is useful. In fact, it is debatably all equally as useful.
It's what...
That strength, man.
This goes back to what you had said early on in the LP, where you made a joke. When you were younger and you played this game on the lower difficulties, you just kind of button mashed and that was it. But then, playing it as an adult and playing it on the harder difficulties, you were like, I suddenly realized I have options and they're good.
It's like when you...
Right. Look, I'll always make that point. Kingdom Hearts 2 has best magic. Fire is useful, Blizzard is useful, Thunder is useful, Magnet's broke, and Reflect is broke.
They are.
Okay, so here's the grander
And
scheme
magic
of the
is
problem.
actually better. I still say magic is better in this game because in Kingdom Hearts 1, and I can tell you this because I've now played magic builds and can tell you this for sure. Magic is not a consistent thing in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Does Magnet pull enemies towards you?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was going...
Huh?
That's all it does.
No, and yes. No, what Magnet does, to fully explain it, you create a little bubble, and it sucks things to that point. Then you can beat the shit out of the enemies while they're trapped in this spinning death void.
I was going to say, in a very specific instance, depending on how Magnet worked, I feel gravity is better only because it grounds flying enemies.
Carson, 2 words. Magnet Thunder.
So here's the grander scheme of the problem. The problem is that the player automatically does this subconsciously. First, we're gonna pause and let this man speak.
This is the point where I would say edit crawling in the background, but their record label is notorious as fuck.
Let this man speak.
This time, we settle it.
Oh,
Me
Cloud.
and the one who embodies all the darkness in me.
Oh fuck! I can hear
Let this man speak.
If I do, it's his fault.
Whose?
Sephiroth. Tell me if you see him.
Okay, what's he look like?
Silver hair. Carries a long sword.
Sure. Well, be seeing you, Cloud.
Be careful. He messes with your head. Makes you think darkness is the only way.
Is something wrong?
It's nothing.
Can I comment on the fact that Cloud's design, he's wearing that one costume and the black parts are held on by, like, felt straps? And he's basically wearing a glorified darkness apron?
I just... Listen. Even if I go far away, I'll come back.
Do you mean it?
Yeah.
See? You don't look so sure. Well,
This
okay,
entire...
I understand. Go, get things settled.
Huh?
No matter how far away you are,
God, her voice acting.
once you find your light, I'm sure it will lead you back here again. Right?
I suppose.
So I'll stay here. And I'll cheer for you. Okay, Cloud?
Okay.
Oh, good lord.
That was the best scene in the whole game, guys.
Okay, before...
That was the best scene in the whole game, wasn't
Be
it?
fine.
Okay, before we go back to the 1.1, you give her shit for terrible acting, but it sounds like Cloud ain't exactly winning any awards.
Hey,
And second,
there's a tier list, and Cloud's definitely not at the top, but with Aqua at Birth by Sleep and Aaron, he is most definitely not at the bottom.
And second of all, you cannot tell me Cloud is not emo after that bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Hey, look, that is not the Cloud in Final Fantasy 7 or even Kingdom Hearts 1. That
Correct.
Cloud is...
No, I don't.
I can literally defend every Cloud
Yeah,
except KH2
obviously, KH2 Cloud is affected by the fact that he defused from Vincent.
When you're still
Headcanons.
rolling with...
When did Advent Children come out?
Before this game.
Before this game, that's why he has the Advent
Again,
Children design.
As we've talked
How
about it.
long-
That's why all of them have the Advent Children designs.
You two still rolling with that fusion joke that we made in the original
What do you
Kingdom?
mean? Look at him! He literally has Vincent's little gold claw things and a wing!
Too bad he didn't get his personality. Oh wait, his personality's still shit.
Like I said!
I mean, Vincent's an edgelord, but Vincent knows it.
He literally fused with Vincent! That's how he ended up in Olympus Coliseum!
So anyway, back to how Dream Drop Distance is better than Kingdom Hearts 2.
Whoa there, buddy. Calm down.
I love that game, though.
The funny thing is, because of
What
the
was I saying? Oh yeah. Problem. The problem is, swear to God, you can tell me if I'm wrong. You used fire a bunch, and you used fire until your MP bar looked like Sean's looks right now, and you said, not using magic. Let's be completely honest here. In the grand scheme of things, most people complain about the button mashing / only button mash through this game because the first time that they try to use magic, that happens and they say nope.
Mm-hmm.
Because no, it's not just this game, it's Kingdom Hearts 1 too. Because when you use magic in Kingdom Hearts 1, what happened? You didn't have no mana. And he sat there and said, well shit, I got no mana.
because of their point, the funny thing is,
And then even worse, you sat there and said, shit, I don't have any mana. And then you got smacked in the face and you're like, shit, I can't cure.
The funny thing is, in their video, they pointed out they believe the reason Cure drains all of your MP in this game is also to curve button mashing, because in the original Kingdom Hearts, it was really easy to gain magic back, so you could just brute force your way through everything, just tanking damage and then
Do we
healing
need to
it
go
back.
over the Tinkerbell arrows?
Hey, somebody
Bell,
told me that Kingdom Hearts
arrow.
1 has less button mashing.
Tinkerbell Arrow Boy.
And I get, every time somebody tries to tell me that Kingdom Hearts 1 has less button masher than Kingdom Hearts 2,
He looks at me and he says, Tinkerbell Arrow.
because you know what? I guard in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Do we need to talk about? No, it's kind of awkwardly edited, but
Why are these characters here?
The better, and before you go over the point, the better question is, why are they fairies in this?
Let's report.
I know one of those is the Riku from Final Fantasy X. Who are the other two? Or are they also from 10?
They are the Gullwings.
Wait, that's all three of the girls from 10?
That's 10 too.
Yeah.
So what? Who the fuck is Yuna then?
We come in peace.
Yuna's in the middle.
Oh, so wait, she's the one wearing black?
No,
Oh.
she's the one that was in the middle. That's Yuna.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's her 10-2 design.
Ah.
The other one was Pain. She's not in 10-1.
But
Anyway, back to the main point.
But that's just the thing, is that you curve button mashing. Can we really curve button mashing? Because what happened when you got hit in Kingdom Hearts 1? What was your first response? I gotta hear that back. Because you know Donald ain't doing it. Because Donald either A, is out of mana, or B, dead.
that joke video that explained the lore of Kingdom Hearts in 5 minutes said it's the story and adventures of Sora, Goofy, and Donald's corpse.
So you just sit there and just like, I mean, you know, what else is there to be said?
Yeah, I know we
Of course you're going to use Cure on yourself. Of course you're going to need Cure, because how else are you going to get that life back?
I think you had brought this up when you brought up revenge values a few minutes ago, but the video I watched, because of that video, that was when I learned Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance don't have revenge values.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Nope.
Except
That-
Julius kind of does.
The enemies literally just do whatever the fuck they want.
Except Julius kind of does. He's an aggressive motherfucker. That's the
And you know
problem
what
with that
revenge
fight.
values do?
Or,
stop button mashing.
Stop button mashing. Now, granted, you're not punished that harshly until you play on critical mode, where literally the game says everybody takes 25% more damage. You do, the enemies do, everybody. I did not realize that until I watched a video that told me that I do more damage in critical mode.
Like, that's literally the situation. Like, what is it? You hit that, you sit there, you smack Marluxia a bunch, and what does Marluxia say? You gonna stop smacking me? Oh, no, I'm not. And then he says, oh, really? Oh, really?
And so the game makes you learn where those revenge value are and stop attacking. Also, I've yet to figure it out, although I have done it a little bit. You can integrate magic into your combos. Actually, I did it a second ago. I slid dash into an enemy, cast fire twice, and then ended with Blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not something you can do in Kingdom Hearts 2. Or Kingdom Hearts 1. In Birth by Sleep,
No,
you basically have to stop moving and use command dash.
Gravity to kill them.
I mean, also, again, Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance are basically... Well, you know what? I'll give Dream Drop Distance. There's one... You can do one thing that's not command deck. And that's flow motion.
Oh, flow motion.
Flow motion.
And by that you mean
And the funny thing is, they
90% of good
And the funny
combat
thing,
in Dream Drop Distance is literally bounce off the wall, get that.
Well, look, that's exactly my problem is that statement right there.
the funny thing is,
Good combat basically requires you to do that.
The funny thing is, in the video, they had said they feel the game that handles the button mashing thing.
You did it, I did it, everyone who played that game did it.
Yeah, that's my problem.
In the video, the person said they feel the game that handled the button mashing thing the best was a Dream Drop Distance, because for one, they said almost all of, like, none of your commands have any form of invincibility on them, so they brought up you can't just, use, like, invincibility limit breaks or anything to just...
No, you just lay Balloon!
To just kind of,
Balloonra!
The funny thing is, they had said they didn't use Balloon because, like everyone else, it was named Balloon, so they thought it was terrible.
What do you mean? Balloon was busted, I used it every time!
No,
Yeah,
a bunch of people
They
were-
avoided using Balloon because they thought it was going to inherently be terrible because it was called Balloon.
You cannot sit there and tell me that that
If
name
an
it.
attack is named Chicken Sandwich...
Yeah, I mean,
and the
look, that's not.
and then the description of the attack is does things.
let me put it on.
I think the first thing that we need to do is figure out what things it is that Chicken Sandwich does.
True enough.
Look, so my problem with the statement you just made, Carson, is like saying, "Oh, we named it Balloon, so it's okay if it's OP because no one's gonna use it anyway."
If a Pokemon was a chair and you did not know its stats before going into the game, would you use it?
Oh, see, I'm biased already.
Look,
I don't use those Pokemon, even if I do know what their
look,
stat
Carson.
line is. I'm the guy that hates Lucario and Goodra.
What you're saying is like, it's just not a thing because that's not a defense.
There are a lot of people that think that way.
Because saying that is like
You're
trying to do a
not-
comparison, because I can't compare something to
I
that.
understand where they're coming from. I understand
Yeah,
it. But my thing is, though, is that yes, you didn't use it because you read it and it said Balloon.
Everyone...
You didn't use Chicken Sandwich because it's called Chicken Sandwich. I got that. Alright? I got that part. My problem with it, though, is that it does not change the fact that Chicken Sandwich still does things.
The funny thing, anyway, the point is, like, because they avoided Balloon for so long, they said that made them realize that all the, like, a bunch of the other magics and stuff you can do in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance are actually useful because they didn't just rely on...
there are other useful commands. The problem still lies that those... Look,
Hey, let me
you're
tell
trying to compare those commands to this.
Let's bring it in, and I'll just say this:
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull this game out of the depths, and I'm gonna say, no one likes DMC2.
Well, that's a
But why do
loaded
we not
statement.
like see? Why do we not like DMC2 as much as we like all the other DMCs?
I like DMC2 over the first game.
Hey, Brian, how do you feel about Devil May Cry 1?
We don't like DMC2 because what do you do in DMC2? Shoot things. Yes, you can hit things, but is it better than just shooting them? No. So what we're talking about here is that we're saying that DDD is supposedly given an award for being okay. Because you get to shoot things.
Well, I didn't finish my point. Besides them saying, like, to explain it a bit more, they said the reason they feel it handles the button mashing thing the best is basically you essentially have, they said the only things that have any invincibility frames on them are basically the different dodges.
Flow motion.
No, flow motion doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. I played that game. It does.
So you made it.
That's interesting that they may have changed.
It has weird invincibility frames, but it has them.
Which version did you...
Where was this man hiding?
In behind the door.
First, which version of Dream Drop Distance did you play, or did you play both of them?
I got to fully play the other one, but I literally level 1 the first world.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, do you get the point me and Carson were trying to make about the combat system? Sean and Brian kind of undermined the point that the one video made, but it really does feel like the reason for the massive changes made in Birth by Sleep are to stop people from being able to spam as much, because every major skill in Birth by Sleep can only be used once, then it has to recharge even if you stack multiple magic types in your slot reel. Once you use up all of those magic, you still need to recharge, and you have sacrificed your entire slot reel to one type of magic, and I really do feel like this was a very strong anti-spam mentality. It gives you a powerful magic to use, or a powerful attack to use, but once you use it, it goes into recharge. Then you have to think about other things. A lot of people make an argument that during the recharge, you can spam repetitive Keyblade combos, but I feel like it stops you from spamming what is debatably the most overpowered stuff in the game, which are the magics and the different random attack skills. I really do think they were trying to rebalance Kingdom Hearts to make it less spam happy. In some cases that backfired, but I feel like Sean and Brian missed the point. Anyway, I am rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links, as well as my Discord link, are in the video description. Now, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave some comments. If you want to keep up with our videos, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you follow me on social media, that helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all next time.